So you think you know Brazil? You've seen Christ the Redeemer, the beaches, the carnival parades. That's the Brazil on postcards and travel magazines, a promise of sun, samba, and endless joy. But that's just one story. The real heart of a country rarely beats where you're told to look. It's not in five-star hotels or curated tours. It's in back alleys, crowded markets, and small towns off the map. Brazil is no different. To truly understand this magnificent, chaotic country, you have to look beyond the postcard, get a little lost. The beauty of Rio and Salvador is real, but they're just the highlights. The real Brazil is found in quiet moments and unscripted encounters, in the faces of people far from the cameras, whose daily lives paint a deeper picture of the nation's soul. So let's take a journey, not to the places you've seen 1,000 times, but to the places in between. We'll leave the highways of tourism and venture onto the dusty, unpaved roads of reality. This is Brazil unfiltered. It's not always pretty, but it's real, and the real is always more rewarding. The plane descends and the illusion begins. You land in Rio, emerald mountains, sapphire sea, the air thick with rhythm. The city is intoxicating, relentless, a blur of music and color. This is the Brazil everyone dreams of. Beautiful people, endless beaches, nights alive with samba. It's easy to believe this is all there is. But even here, cracks show favelas on the hills, stories of struggle, the hustle behind every smile. The tourist Brazil is polished for your enjoyment, but it's only a fantasy. The real story, with grit and texture, waits just outside the frame, the one that doesn't make it into the brochure. The real journey begins where the tour bus turns back. Take a local bus inland. The landscape changes, the air shifts. High-rises fade to simple homes, boutiques to family shops. Here, the glossy veneer peels away. In a small town in Bahia, life moves to the rhythm of the sun and seasons. No hotels, no souvenirs, just life, happening on its own terms. You're an outsider, but curiosity replaces suspicion. Neighbors gather on front steps, children play soccer in dusty fields, elders sweep porches with quiet dignity. These scenes don't make the travel shows, but their beauty is profound. This is the Brazil that works, prays, hopes, and endures. Life is harder, but community and resilience run deep. Here, the country's true character is forged. For most Brazilians, life isn't a carnival. It's a grind. Early mornings, crowded buses, jobs that barely pay the bills. But life isn't just struggle. It's a dance between hardship and joy. Community is the bedrock. Neighbors watching kids, sharing food, celebrating small victories. In a country where official support is unreliable, people rely on each other. This creates a wealth that can't be measured in money. Hope is the fuel, an active belief that tomorrow can be better. You see it in students studying late, entrepreneurs betting on themselves. It's a forward-looking optimism, a refusal to be defined by circumstance. And then there's resilience, the ability to find joy in chaos, to laugh and dance even when things are tough. It's not about ignoring problems, but refusing to be defeated by them. The jeitinho brasileiro, the knack for finding a way, for solving the unsolvable. It's a survival mechanism, a creative spirit, and a philosophy of life. It's the art of making something beautiful out of whatever you've got. That's the real rhythm of Brazil. Food is never just food. It's a story. In a fishing village in Bahia, I was served moqueca fish stew, vibrant with dende oil and coconut milk. The cook, Dona Ana, moved with the grace of someone who's cooked for a lifetime. Her recipe was memory, passed down through generations. As we ate, she told the story of the dish, African roots, coastal gifts, herbs from her garden. In that clay pot was the region's history, indigenous African Portuguese influences. It was a story of making do, of family, of legacy. Dona Ana wasn't just cooking. She was preserving culture. Every spoonful was a lesson, a taste of Brazil you can't find in a book. That meal was about connection, being welcomed into someone's world. We got a story and a meal. She shared her pride and craft. These moments transform a trip from vacation to experience. The most profound stories are told by people you least expect, in places you'd never think to look. Travel is supposed to change you. The greatest change comes when your assumptions are shattered. In Brazil, this happens when you step off the tourist trail and meet real people. You arrive with stereotypes. You leave with complex human stories. That beach is no longer just a pretty picture. It's a workplace, a playground, a community. That meal is a history lesson, a family legacy. The music is protest, joy, faith, identity. You start to see the layers, to understand the context. The world becomes three-dimensional, alive. This understanding brings humility. You realize how little you know. You see people with less, but with a richness of spirit and community. It forces you to look at your own life with new eyes. Brazil, in all its raw glory, challenges and changes you, leaving your heart a little bigger than before. So, what's the point? Is it to tell you not to go to Rio? Absolutely not. Go. Dance the samba, see the sights. But let that be the beginning, not the end. The invitation is to be a traveler, not just a tourist. A tourist consumes. A traveler engages. The real stories are lived every day by ordinary people in ordinary places. They're in small towns, fishing villages, working-class neighborhoods. These stories connect us, teach us, remind us of our shared humanity. All it takes is curiosity and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. Eat at the family-run restaurant. Hire a local guide. Learn a few words. Ask questions. Listen. Support local artisans and communities. Your presence can help preserve the culture you've come to experience. This is an open invitation. Look deeper, travel with intention, connect on a human level. Next time you travel, ask, what story do I want to find? The one from the brochure, or the one that will stay with me for a lifetime? Seek out the unfiltered stories. Support the people who tell them. Be curious. Be respectful. Be open. The world is full of incredible, untold stories. Go find them. They're waiting for you.